All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Actually, a minute early for once. Welcome, everyone, into another Newbie Tuesday. Another iteration of punishing myself in front of a chat for really no earthly reason. I mean, I'm sure you all wonder why I do this, especially when dipshits like ghosts are spooky. As if that needs to be told to us in some way. Come in here and immediately tell me to stop malding before I even have reached the time of the malding. Okay? Before I've even gotten there. Why do I tolerate these things? Is it for the extra $9 a week from the subscriptions? Or is it the chance that I finally have an opportunity to give back to the cybersecurity community to help teach people as I was once taught, and to satisfy some deep creative and educational need inside of me? It is in fact all about the $9. Okay? It is all about the $9. So please stop telling me to stop malding, and instead subscribe so I can continue to afford the antidepressants that keep me so jolly and energetic. Okay? So please do that. Cowards Play, welcome into the stream. Welcome in. Husky Hacks with the 19 months. Welcome back, my friend. It's good to have you here. I'm not actually on antidepressants. That was a joke. That was a joke. I swear to God, you people are so bad at parsing jokes. That whole I had a whole diatribe for you. And I literally, it couldn't have been a more obvious joke. And people are like, wait a minute, are you on Lexapro? No, I'm not on any of those things. I'm not on any medications regularly. Clam Security with the 6 months. Welcome back. Although if I was on medications, I would simply lie to you. Because that is that is none of your damn business, chat. Okay? This joke is really... I mean, it's just a joke, okay? The almighty Neb, Thurbister, Liliap? I'm gonna go with Liliap. And use Sephi Man. Thanks for the follows, my man. Cthulhu Fatten to you. What's the plan today? Today, we are going to be searching for that rarest of phenomena. That white whale. That most inscrutable of cryptids. The Bigfoot. Of online penetration testing educational platforms. We're looking for an easy and newbie box on the HacktheBox.eu platform. And I know, you guys are saying over and over again, this is a pipe dream, it's never going to happen. The next thing you know, we'll be 8 hours in to an easy box that turned into a second Anubis. Actually, Anubis wasn't that bad. That's a bad choice. A second CrossFit 2 or Rope 2. And I'll have to complain on Twitter about it again. But I do believe in miracles. I do believe this is the day we are gonna find one. Okay, we're gonna find one today. Okay, today is Newbie Tuesday. We will be taking on some easier Hack the Box machines, with the aim towards educating those who are maybe not as advanced in their hacking journey. That's okay. We all start somewhere. No one comes out of the womb as Harmjoy or I don't know, IPSEC. Nobody just emerges from their mother's vagina as IPSEC, except for, I guess technically IPSEC does. But you have to work at it. So we're gonna do our best to build up to build you up to that, or at least start you on your journey. Okay. Don't do driver because I have no idea why it's easy, but I imagine some weird Windows red team tech I'm unaware of. Well, you're bad at Windows, so... I mean, we're not going to do that one today. I still haven't looked at Hathor, but we may do Hathor on Thursday. If I do, in fact, stream on Thursday, because it is Thanksgiving. So we'll see how that goes. Ghosts are spooky with the 100 Taggle biddies. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting the stream, my friend. It's good to have you. Carlos Artman with the 11 months. Welcome in. That's a great number, 11. Bad Moles with the 8 months. Welcome back. Welcome back to the All Has Red Team, my friend. Thanks for supporting the stream. We will not do Driver then. We're gonna pick for some boxes. The music is a little hot. Let's crank the music down just a smidge. Actually, let me grab some water. I forgot to fill up my water thing. Alrighty. It's a room called Driver, and it's Windows, and we're supposed to believe it's... Did we not do Driver? Now I'm feeling like we did Driver. Hang on a second. Oh god, my Obsidian is a disaster.
His mom's box up for hacking today. It's an easy box.
Okay, let's close Obsidian and reopen it. Obsidian... I'm writing the course in Obsidian, so right now, everything... I have a million Obsidian tabs open with the various modules of the course that I was working on today. Did we do Driver? I feel like we did it recently, didn't we? I do so many of these goddamn boxes, I can never remember which ones I've done and which ones I have not. Yeah, Driver is here. I did Driver. We did it last week. I knew we'd done it recently. What was that box on? I don't remember that box being a super ball breaker, was it? Oh, that was the printer one, wasn't it? That was the printer bug one. We did, yeah, the printer one. I remember. Okay, I remember the printer one. NTLM theft. Oh, did we do NTLM theft on the thing? Okay, all right, okay. So, yeah. Maybe Tiberius is not as effective on Windows because he's a web app guy. Tiberius had to instruct me like I was 5 on how the encoding LFI RCE, the PHP filters RCE worked the other day. So he's a web app guy. I'm a red teamer, so I'm more comfortable with Windows in general, just because the average network, the average corporate network is going to be Windows Active Directory based in most cases. Other networks just don't scale as well as you need. I find. You just gotta Zor everything. Yeah, if we just Zored everything, we would. Then that was his problem. No, I got through it, and he didn't. He tried to Zor everything. That wasn't easy, by the way. I never claimed that it was. I never claimed that Driver was super easy. Invariably, it was chosen by one of you people. We did get to the end on it, and I don't remember it being a particular ball breaker. Like, I remember the ball breakers. I'm making a whole goddamn course for you people on Active Directory certificate services because Anubis burned me just that bad. Okay? I still, to this day, cannot forget being burned by Anubis as badly as I was when I thought I understood Active Directory certificate services. I felt like that box was gaslighting me. I felt like I was being gaslit by that fucking box, and I still don't know.
If you XOR the XOR, but nobody is around to
it
see
wasn't
you
even
XOR
ESC1, Valorable.
Did you actually XOR?
Technically, it was ESC4. But, yeah, I see why you're saying it's ESC1, but technically it was an ESC4 scenario. The box was not vulnerable to ESC1. It has the quintessential configuration of ESC1, but it was actually an ESC4. ESC1 is a common thing to see in modern environments. So I don't fault you for looking. I don't fault you for saying it, especially because you saw the ESC1 the ESC1 flag in there. The CT flag and rollie supplies subject flag was set. But it's actually an ESC4 because the template is not configurable, you cannot authenticate with the template in its current state on Anubis. You have to change but the template has ACLs so that you can modify it. You have to modify the template to allow client authentication, and then you can authenticate as administrator using ESC1. So technically it is an ESC4. People are asking what the ESC means. ESC is short for escalation. ESC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 10 currently are shorthand for domain escalation vectors in Active Directory certificate services. So if I refer to ESC1, ESC1 refers to a particular misconfiguration in a certificate template that can allow, or a series of misconfigurations that can allow you to escalate your permissions using certificates. ESC4 similarly refers to a different set of misconfigurations that can result in escalating your permissions. ESC4 is just the ACLs on their certificate templates are weak. So low privilege users can modify the certificate template and then to make it vulnerable to ESC1 and then escalate their permissions. The traditional way of exploiting ESC4 is to make the certificate template vulnerable to ESC1 and then escalate. How to win HacktheBox EU gift cards? We're gonna be doing 3 giveaways throughout the stream for HacktheBox EU gift cards. Don't worry. Yes, those are words. If you want to know about those words, I'm making an entire course on all of them. Okay? You're gonna know all the words. You're gonna know all the words. So relax. So it's like having generic all in a sense, but with this ESC thing, it's same ACLs. These are Active Directory objects. Like the certificate templates and the certificate authority both have Active Directory ACLs on them. The ESC4 and I think ESC6, maybe 5. I think it's ESC4 and 5 involve weak ACLs on certificate templates and weak ACLs on the certificate authority itself. And we're going to cover that in the course. We are covering it after in the course. All of this stuff is going to be covered. I'm working on the course right now. No word on when exactly it's going to be out. However, I am happy to announce that I think I have worked it out with Heath. I've been in talk with Heath Adams of TCM Security, and we've put aside our differences, I think, a little bit, and we're going to be working together to bring you to bring the course to you on TCM Security's TCM Academy. Which is really good. I just decided, I thought that this might be a good way to throw an olive branch. I could just release it on Udemy, but I thought that it was a good opportunity to send an olive branch Heath's way. I've got no ill will towards Heath. I was one of his first viewers on Twitch way back in the day. I was one of his first fans. And it was and we had a bit of a falling out. We have a bit of a complex history. But I bear no ill will towards him. And so we're going to be I'm going to be bringing the course to you on TCM Academy. So yeah, that is the plan at this moment. You could say you were his only fan. I was definitely not his only fan. I started watching him when his viewers were in like the teens or maybe the 20s. Very low amounts of viewers. I mean, I have a low amount of viewers, but low even relative to me. It just makes sense that it's a small cybersecurity community, and it makes perfect sense to just it doesn't make sense for everyone for us to be at odds with, to have like bad blood between us. So this is a good opportunity to make nice. So I do think that's going to work out at this point. At the moment, I am just working on the course, getting the course content written. I will be releasing a teaser on my Patreon. I'm hoping to get that teaser out to you on my Patreon by the end of the week. All the written content is written. Not for the whole course, but for the teaser at least. I just need to do the recording. I need to do the recording aspect. He is a good contributor to the community. Oh, I agree. I think I have no problem with the TCM security. I've criticized them in the past for various small things. But really all I criticized them for was for being a company that wants to make a profit, which is not really a criticism. All right, let's start looking at Hack the Box here. You can keep asking questions about what we've been talking about, but I want to start moving this stuff along so that we can figure out which box we're going to be angry at today. I'm so excited to find out. What headphones are you wearing? These are SteelSeries Arctis 7, I believe. I've had them for several years. They're not new. Let me go ahead and sign in on a different thing here. Some of the AOC rooms are open for the video creator. I need to get into that too. I'm doing 3 boxes. I'm doing 3 rooms, I believe, for Try Hack Me this year. They haven't sent me any more information on it yet. Like they asked me if I wanted to do rooms. They asked me to pick a few rooms. I did so, and then they gave me no more information. And Advent of Cyber starts in like 8 days. So, when will you update the Necronomicon on Patreon? I can update it now. Like, it's an ongoing running thing. I'm not updating it at any particular time. If you want me to update it, I will. I will do so. I'll forward you the... Yeah, please do. Again, they have not sent me anything yet. So it'd be good to take a look at the rooms that I'm going to be doing and start, start figuring out how I'm going to do the recording and what have you. Yeah, this year I feel like they're cutting it a little bit close with the content creation. But I'm not going to complain. It's a good opportunity. Okay. Mr. Streamer, at which point can we run Responder to get NTLM v2 hashes? Because I know you need to be in the network that you're attacking. You need to be, you do need to be, actually connected to the network that you are attacking. As in there can't be a firewall in the way that it's blocking the traffic. You do need to be inside of the network itself. It's typically useful for internal penetration tests. That's when I most commonly use Responder. Okay. All right, retired machines. It says they will release the rooms not all the same time, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, it looks like they're still getting things together or figuring things out on their end. All I know is they asked me to participate. I said yes. They sent me a list of boxes to choose from. I picked 3 of them. They said I could do those and marked my name off on the document, and then they said that more information would be coming, and that was like 2 weeks ago. So, so now I'm still waiting on the information. Okay, what do we think we want to do today? Now, this is the day of our Lord, Newbie Tuesday, so I would like to keep it less spicy today. If Hathor does not have any kind of crazy heap exploitation, which I have done in the past, but I don't know well enough to be comfortable streaming it, we will do Hathor on Thursday, the most recently retired Insane box. I'm not afraid of Insane boxes. I'm only afraid of them if they involve some kind of crazy memory exploitation that I'm not prepared for. Because usually memory exploitation is usually heap-based, and I don't know that stuff well enough yet. So, as long as it's not active, as long as it's not like crazy memory exploitation, easy box on Hack the Box if it exists. Yes, this is my white whale. Finding a properly easy box on Hack the Box. It's a bit of a it's like a cryptid. It's a cryptid. Insane also hurts on crypto? What do you mean by crypto? I'm looking forward to Advent of Cyber. You should always do Advent of Cyber. Even if you're... even I do it. Even though even though it's it tends to be even I will learn something. Everyone learns something from Advent of Cyber. We've got Shocker. Let's do one of the more recent boxes. The older boxes tend to be just straightforward CVEs. Now it does say we've done Buff, but I don't remember that one. I don't think we've done it on stream, so it's probably worth. Okay, if there's a particular box you want to see, drop it in the chat. It must be something that is appropriate for Newbie Tuesday. I'm guessing based on the difficulty levels here. Hack the Box is notorious for having a bit more of a steeper difficulty curve. It's a bit of a steeper difficulty curve, but we are gonna do our best to pick a box that makes sense for Newbie Tuesday, so that even the beginners can understand it. Okay, Buff is Windows. I was just trying to get a couple of Windows boxes in there because I know you guys like to see the Windows machines, which is fine. But I can't do something like APT here. Trying to... The hell? Free BSD. Yikes. Swag Shop, Bastion. Netmon. This one looks like it might actually be easy. We'll put Netmon in there.
A hunter must hunt.
Resolute was recommended.
Back again. To support the shenanigans around here. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
This one says it's medium, but I'll put it in there. Regardless of how difficult the box is, I will do my absolute best to explain every aspect of it to you guys. You probably haven't done backend. Okay, we'll put backend in there. I'm trusting you guys to give me easy boxes here. Did you complete Ragnarok yet? You mean God of War Ragnarok? Yes, I have completed it. I beat all of the bosses. I have not 100%ed it or gotten the Platinum Trophy yet. But I have beaten all of the bosses, and I've started a playthrough on the hardest difficulty. I just haven't gotten far into it yet. Let's put Steam Cloud in there as well. Sweet, isn't it? Oh, yeah. God of War Ragnarok is one of the best games you'll play in recent years. It is very, very good. I deeply recommend it. It does trip up in a couple of areas, but I can't name a single video game out there that doesn't trip up in a couple of areas. So, all that to say, I do not... What kind of attack path are you looking for? It's not a particular attack path I'm attached to. I would rather there just not be something crazy. Again, you guys aren't hacking along with me. You're just watching me do it, but I need to be able to explain it to people. If I'm doing some kind of crazy Active Directory exploitation, that gets hard to explain to beginners. So I try to, or memory exploitation, or something like that. Or if I'm doing like code analysis, more advanced stuff that beginners wouldn't be expected to do, that stuff tends to be, I could have looked at TJ Null's list, couldn't I? I should have looked at TJ Null's list. It's fine. It's fine. TJ Null has, from Offensive Security, has some boxes that are good for OSCP prep. Today is the day when you can ask any. You can always ask anything. I don't prevent people from asking questions. It's just that it's just the difficulty of the boxes that we take on. I try to take on easier boxes today. Because the more difficult boxes are going to lose the beginners, and then they click off the stream, and and then they're not learning anything. And I need you guys to learn stuff. I need you guys to learn stuff. I need it. Jiffaram with the 69, nice. Tiggle biddies. Maticus offered his mom's box up for hacking today. It's an easy box. That would be quite an easy box, but it is not on Hack the Box. If you Zor the Zor, but no one is around to see you Zor the Zor, did you actually Zor? There are, yes. Or, no, you did not actually Zor, because each of those Zors cancels each other out. If you Zor something twice, it restores it back to its original syntax. And so these cancel each other out. So no, you did not actually Zor the Zor. Gneade with the 15 months, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting the shenanigans around here. Happy Thanksgiving indeed. Hi all, I'm new in this channel. I work at cybersecurity company, a blue team. I hope to learn something here. Oh, that's great, Marmouths. It's great to have you here. We're going to be doing a giveaway here a little bit later. We're going to be doing 3 giveaways, actually, throughout the stream. So stick around for that. Netmon was selected, it appears. Netmon is what you people have selected. Netmon. Let us start the machine. Oh, I forgot. I used the lab. Let's use the... let's switch to the lab. Can we do the poll again so I can vote for Netmon? Netmon already won. Like, you... Netmon already... What do I mean by you people? I mean people like Just a Guy who are asking me to go back and so that they can... To reverse the voting so that they can vote for the thing that already won. I'm not running a whole nother poll again so that Just a Guy can vote for the one that already won. Drugs are good, man? Oh, they absolutely are. Sublime Mud Time, thanks for the follow. Cthulhu fought into you, my friend. But he forgot to vote. I don't know in what democracy in the world that you can just, that an election can happen and somebody can just like come in and be like, excuse me, I forgot to vote. Could you stop the count, stop the steal, please? Please stop the steal. This is a rigged election. I did not vote. Okay, it's starting up. All right, let's connect to the VPN. Okay. Let's change the current challenge here so that people will still ask me which box I'm doing, even though it's literally written under my face. But this way I can just say it's written under my face. Okay, Netmon. Was there a today in security news? Honestly, I've been disconnected from cybersecurity, the cybersecurity news for the past week or so. I need to reconnect. Well, there needs to be. I need to do regular cybersecurity news segments, and that's just something I continually forget to check before the stream. Hack the Box, Mcdur, Netmon, CD, Netmon, start tmux. So no hacking happening just yet. I'm just setting up my terminal the way I wanted it to be. So we started up tmux. You can see we have our tmux toolbar down here at the bottom. And we're inside of a directory specifically for Netmon. Now you can see that I can like split the terminal in half because tmux can do this. I can split it in half that way. All that kinds of stuff. Tmux just lets me play with my terminal. Is everyone moved over to Mastodon? I still have not made an account on Mastodon either. I need to go ahead and do that to see if it is viable to escape the sinking Twitter ship. Okay, I'm noticing I'm not getting pings, which could be for multiple reasons. Nmap. Let's just try to Nmap all ports scan it really quickly to see if we get... it says destination host unreachable, which means that we may not be properly connected or the pings may be disabled. It does say host seems down, but that's because it's trying to ping as well. By default, the Windows firewall will not respond to pings. So if a Windows box does not respond to pings, that is probably why. We did connect to the VPN. We are connected to the VPN. I have my 10.10.14.30 IP address. It could be the box is just not up yet. It could be the box is just not up. Let me try pinging one of the other boxes. Okay, so the VPN is working fine because I can ping driver. I can ping driver, but Netmon. Let's give Netmon another minute or so. Let's just give it a little bit longer to see if it's a problem of usually the Windows boxes take a little bit longer to start up. So we'll just give it a little bit longer. Terminator not cool. Cool Retro Turb is vibing. I'm not a big Terminator fan personally. Like the fan of the tool Terminator. I used to be a fan of the franchise Terminator, and then it got cringe. So we're just waiting to see if the box needs a little bit of extra time to start up before we start like trying to do all kinds of stuff to it, because it could be it's just not responding to pings. We don't know. Are you using the HacktheBox VPN? I'm using the HacktheBox moderator VPN. Just gonna give it a minute. Does anybody not understand any of the stuff that we've done so far? Like, because some people might not understand, like, the connecting to the VPN and all of that. This is Newbie Tuesday. Let's not leave anyone in the lurch here. Does anyone not understand any of the stuff that's happened so far? Like, I know my terminal looks nice and pretty and stuff like that. What is a VPN? Valorable, I know you know what a VPN is, okay? Can you give me more of an overview of TMUX? Yeah, sure. So TMUX stands for Terminal Multiplexer. TMUX is just a tool. Normally when you, like, open up, for example, it'll be a little easier to see in, like, if you open up a terminal emulator like I have here, you'll see that I just have the one terminal. What if I want to, like, have two terminals side by side, or multiple windows of terminals? If I want to do that, I can use TMUX, and I can do. If I just run TMUX, you'll see it'll start up a new terminal. But now there'll be some information down here at the bottom. All of this was custom configured by me. All of this is very configurable, what information you want down here. This is my VPN IP address. This is the current time of my machine, which is very incorrect. The current date, my username, the host name of the machine. And over here it has a list of windows. Like if I want to make another window, I can have multiple windows open of bash windows, and I can switch between them. Like, who am I? I can run who am I in this one. I can go to the next one and type ID. It just lets me have multiple windows open like this, so that I can, because sometimes you need more than one terminal. What's a terminal? Great. Okay. What is a VPN? A VPN, if you're asking in earnest, stands for Virtual Private Network. It's a way that you can connect to a network that's closed off from the internet. You have a network that's closed off from the internet. It's firewalled off from the internet so that you can't reach it directly. But you have gateways called VPNs that allow you to connect to them and then interact as if you were connected directly to the network. These are very common these days, especially since the COVID era when everyone started working remotely. All right, so let's try to go with an Nmap scan now. Let's just do a very basic Nmap scan. Now, if we remember right, the box is probably not responding to pings. Is the box now up? Host seems down. So we see that it says the host seems down. So we're going to try it again with the TACPN option. That's just going to tell Nmap to not ping. We're using Nmap is a port scanner. Will I get roasted for not knowing the technical difference between a terminal, a command prompt, and a command shell? No. I mean, all those terms are typically used basically interchangeably. So it looks like we still cannot connect to this box. Is the box broken, or does it just not have any ports open? Is this... who has done this box? Like, let me see if I can ping another box that's open in the lab right now. Yeah, so my VPN is working fine. I can ping other boxes. I just started Netmon as well, and I'm able to ping it. Okay, let me, I guess we'll go ahead and reset it and see if that helps. I don't know if it's a... you said... The person in chat said they were able to ping it, so it's probably some problem with the lab. We'll see. We're turning it off and back on again right now. Give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. What other questions do people have? Concerning TMUX, I don't really see the benefit. Can't you just use the terminal functionality of splitting your window? Well, originally, when terminals first came out, that was not possible. When you connected to a machine, you only had the one terminal. You only had one terminal. Like, there was, like, and there was no multiple windows. You just had the one terminal. So if you wanted multiple terminals open, the answer in those days was go and fuck yourself, because there was none. So TMUX is kind of a leftover from those days, which it allows you to have multiple terminals like inside of your real terminal. Your real terminal is just running TMUX, and the TMUX application is running multiple terminals inside of it. These days, as you guys have pointed out, we have terminal emulators, and terminal emulators often come with the ability to make new tabs, to have multiple tabs here, or maybe even to split it in half. It doesn't look like I can split this one in half. But TMUX can do other things too, like you can search in your windows, you can switch between them at will, you can store all the output from all of your windows. It's a personal preference. It's a personal preference. Not everyone uses TMUX. It's just personally what I like to use. Okay? It's just something that old people got stuck to. Excuse you! Salp is coming in here. Excuse you, Salp. I am not old. I just like TMUX. I just like TMUX. Other people like Terminator. Other people like just to use the terminal emulator. Whatever you like. Okay? Everyone, let's not shame people based on their preferences. People are allowed to like things, except if it's pickles. Pickles are disgusting. That is objectively correct. We still can't ping Netmon. We still cannot ping it. But I noticed that we're getting 10.10.10.6. Oh, I know what the problem is. Fuck. I know what the issue is. The question is, how do I want to resolve it? So the issue is purely on my end. The issue on my end is that I have, we'll do ifconfig. Okay. I have an additional interface here, and you'll see that I have the additional interface of 10.10.10.6. It's not the wrong VPN, it's the correct VPN. The problem is that my box has an additional network interface that falls into that subnet. That additional network interface is used. That additional network interface is used to access my internal lab, my internal testing lab. So I just need to disable that interface. So ifconfig eth1 down. We'll just disable that network interface. So we can... Okay, so eth1 is now down. I can put it back up again if I do sudo ifconfig eth1 up. And now it'll show again. See? So, but let's turn it down for right now. And now I bet you I'll be able to ping it. There you go. There you go. I apologize. I didn't realize that was the problem. So old HacktheBox machines had the were in the subnet 10.10.10.0/24. So that happened to overlap with the subnet. that has not been a problem on the stream so far because most HacktheBox machines are now in a /16, I think. But okay, do we understand? Do we understand what the problem was? I apologize. I set us behind. I apologize. That was a me issue. Not sure why it doesn't know where to route because there's an IP address conflict. There is an IP address conflict. It's trying to route to ETH1 before ton 0 if it matches. If there is an IP address, apologize harder. I'm so sorry, Flanders. I'm so sorry that I offended your delicate Christian sensibilities. Okay? Okay, so now we see some typical ports open for a Windows machine. You hacked yourself? I did not hack myself, okay? I just disabled the network interface. Okay, so we have port 21 of FTP. We have port 80. We notice that Nmap is telling us... So all Nmap is doing, if we just supply it an IP address like this, Nmap stands for Network Mapper. It's just scanning all the TCP ports and telling us what services are listening. So far, these are extremely common. These three are extremely common for Windows machines. If you're on a Windows machine right now and somebody scanned your Windows machine, chances are that these ports would be open. These are just common Windows ports that are used so that multiple Windows machines can talk to each other on a single network. Okay. So, we don't actually know. We see that all Nmap is saying is that port 21 is open, port 80 is open, port 135 is open. This service column, Nmap is not really trying to figure out what service it is. It's only guessing based on the port number. Like port 21 is most commonly FTP, so Nmap is telling us it's FTP. If we want to know what services are at those ports, we need to add the TAC-SV option. And if we wanted the port scan to go a little bit faster, we could just specify the ports to specifically scan, so it doesn't scan all 1,000 ports again, because by default Nmap does scan the most common 1,000 ports. 139 and 445. Okay. What's the port for TFTP? That is... Nice. That's UDP port 69. Nice. John Doe Norris. Wait, I did that in a job interview one time. Like, just purely by... They asked me a bunch of, like, port numbers. I don't often get asked those anymore, but I got in a job interview this year one time. I don't remember who it was with, but I got interviewed by somebody, and they asked me what the port for UDP for TFTP was, and I said it was UDP 69. Nice. Like, it just came out. It just came out of me. I'm not proud of it. Okay. The real joke here is the interviewers are quizzing you on port numbers. That's what I was surprised by. I was like, wow, like, I haven't been asked about port numbers for years. But I guess that's what they wanted to ask. So we see we have some fucking wacky shit here on port 80. Indy HTTPD 18.1.37. Very strange. Okay, I'm guessing that's where Netmon is coming from. We do see that this is Microsoft FTP daemon on port 21. And then we see the typical RPC, the typical NetBIOS, the typical SMB. Windows Server 2008 R2. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mr. Streamer, why would we waste our time? Why do we waste our time hacking something that on an operating system that came out nearly 15 years ago? That's almost as long as I've been alive. Why do we bother? Fellas, like, no one ever updates anything. Okay? Literally, no corporation updates a fuck all anything unless they absolutely have to, because they're too afraid of downtime. Literally, nobody's gonna update a goddamn thing. Okay? I see Windows 2000 regularly. I saw Windows 95 in Bloodhound not too long ago. Like, you see Windows Server 2008 is super common to see. I'll see a handful of them at least on every single network I've ever been on. Like, they're fucking everywhere. Like, no one ever patches anything. No one ever updates. No one ever migrates to newer operating systems. It doesn't happen. Any indication that you've heard that companies do this from time to time is false. It's fake news. Okay? It doesn't happen. Happy holidays, J Money. So we're not too concerned. Oh, it actually might be it might be server 2012. Nmap isn't sure. So let's take a look at what's at port 80 really quickly. And while we're looking at port 80, let's just have some automated stuff going on in the background. So let's do a full port scan of Netmon, the box. So TAC is shorthand. That's telling Nmap, hey, I want you to scan all 65,535 TCP ports and tell me which ones of them are open. TAC-V is verbose mode, so Nmap will tell us whenever it discovers a port. Usually it waits until it's completely done scanning to tell you what the open ports are. TAC-ON, all ports, is going to output to a file in Nmap format. That's what the N is for. Into a file called all ports. That's just what the file name is gonna be. TAC-PN is just don't do pings, and then the IP address. So we'll let that go. Let's take a look at what's on port 80. Okay. Let's just browse to this, see what the fuck is up. I've seen Windows XP in my local grocery store. Dude, on real internal penetration tests, I use Eternal Blue regularly. Like, I regularly use Eternal Blue. Like, it's so common to see Eternal Blue. I usually won't try it on, like, the Windows 7 hosts. But on Windows Server 2003 hosts, that's fucking cash money right there, dude. We see it's trying to load something. 10.10.10.152. Eternal Blue still being used? Oh yeah. Eternal Blue is still being used all the time. Yeah, obviously you won't see it on more robust networks, but you will. It's certainly not dead. I've even used MSO8067. I've used the Eternal Blue before Eternal Blue. I've used MSO8067 on assessments before. Like these things are not dead. You'll see them. I don't know why I wonder if Firefox is having the same issue. Let's open up a new pane. Let's try curling it. I wonder if Firefox is caching. It's 10.10.10.152. 152. Let's try curling it. Nmap said it could contact it, so taking too long to respond. Can you share TMUX conf? Yeah, you're gonna have to message me on Discord to get TMUX conf. It's too much. How often are you able to use MS17010 or MS08 on machines without having to modify Metasploit payloads to get past AV for the box being so old? Usually boxes that old are probably not going to have AV on them to begin with. I don't use them often enough to really have that problem. But if I really did have that problem, I would just have it add an administrative user add a local administrative user and then log in. If AV was a problem, I would just have it add a local administrative user. God, my fucking VM is locked up. Firefox gives me a hard time now all the time. I don't know what its issue is. Like, it locks up my entire VM for some reason. I don't have any idea why it's doing this. Like, Firefox will just lock up my entire VM for some reason. And it says connection timed out. I am curious. Failed to connect. No route to host. Are we still getting the issue with, Oh, ETH1 is back up again. Oh, boy. Okay. So, ETH1 came back up. That must be VirtualBox trying to be helpful. VirtualBox is probably trying to be helpful and automatically bringing the interface back up. Because this is a virtual machine. That's going to be fucking irritating. Let's see if it does it again. Unable to connect. Oh, it's trying to go to HTTPS. You might have a default route from ETH1 left over. God, is it happening again? No. Wait, why is it's rerouting to... It's redirecting us to HTTPS. But there is no HTTPS. Oh, 151 for some reason. My bad. Thank you. Oh, okay, there we go, finally. Lots of weird networking issues today, but the freeware version of PRTG Network Monitor. So here we go, ready? We're gonna do the thing. Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to see some fucking hacking? Okay, you ready? This is what you're here for, admin. And we're just gonna see if we can log in. Oh my, oh, it didn't work. It's worked like twice, and both times I've looked like a fucking genius. We could try the typical admin or 1=1 thing. Nothing there. Let's look at what Nmap was trying to tell us. With whatever this is. Search exploit. So whenever you get software exact versions like this, it helps to check search exploit. Now this is, I'm not sure, maybe we can just remove the HTTPD. Nothing. Can we get 18? Nothing. Do we get a version of PRTG Network Monitor? Let's view the page source. Oh, they're hiring software developers. If you need, like, if you're interested in working for Paysler, presumably like 5 years ago, that is an option for you. We do have the PRTG Network Monitor app version. So it looks like Nmap may have incorrectly reported the software version to us. 18.1.37. Yeah. So checking the page source, looking for versions is always helpful. We can try Netmon. Wait, what is it called again? PRTG. PRTG. We'll call it PRTG. PRTG Network Monitor less than 18.1.39. Stack Overflow. Now, unfortunately, this is just a denial of service, which is probably not all that useful to us. This is probably not all that useful to us. Denial of services. Most clients, you're not usually gonna be able to use these denial of services that you see in here. Usually because clients, for whatever reason, it's real weird, but clients, for whatever reason, don't want you intentionally breaking their stuff. So you're often not going to be able to use these denial of service exploits for very much. So unfortunately, it looks like nobody actually weaponized this one, but we probably could bring the service down using this if we really wanted to. But we're not going to do that. Let's look at FTP as well. If you remember that Nmap found FTP open. Oh, it didn't scan because the fucking interface came back up. Let's do the scan again. There we go. We did find port 21, which is FTP. So let's go over here and do FTP 10.10.10.152. Okay. We can receive the Microsoft FTP service. We could try to log in anonymously. Sometimes organizations will legitimately, potentially, allow anonymous users to connect to FTP. This is not uncommon. So let's do anonymous. You do that by with the username anonymous, and you can just put any password. It does say anonymous access allowed. Alas, we have connected, and we can look at it, and we're just in the fucking web. We're just in the root of the C drive. So we've already hacked the mainframe.
Hacker man.
I'm in. Okay, not really. We can't, like, execute commands or anything like that. But for whatever reason, FTP just allows anonymous login to view the C drive. Now, you might think that why would an organization ever have a configuration this dumb? Dude, I've seen way stupider shit than this. This is small potatoes. If I saw this, it would be funny. But I honestly wouldn't even think twice about it. Like, I've seen the stupidest possible shit. I've seen ridiculous stuff like the Everyone group having write deacle over service over a whole bunch of different OUs, like the service accounts and the domain controllers and stuff like that. I've seen domain users able to write to the domain GPO. Like, if you can write to the domain GPO, you could just execute code as domain administrator on every single machine in the domain. I've seen some real stupid shit. It's really easy in Active Directory to flip a switch, and your entire environment is vulnerable to some stupid, obscure configuration that no one's going to find until someone runs Bloodhound. AD is hard, okay? Active Directory is hard. Running networks is hard. Stupid shit like this happens all the time. Predominantly because organizations just want their stuff to work. They don't care about security. Let's get the user flag. Let's see, can we get the user flag? CD users, dir, CD administrator. And access denied, alas, alack. CD public, dir, user.text. Get user.text. Okay. Cat user.text. So we've already got user access, but we don't really have code execution, but we do have user access to the machine. Does everyone understand all the stuff that happened there? Is there anything confusing about any of that? Everyone's following? Okay, let's do a giveaway. I mean, it's pretty stupid. It is stupid. It is stupid, but I've seen stupider stuff in real life. And keep in mind, this is Newbie Tuesday. Okay? This is Newbie Tuesday. If there's a day for stupid stuff, it's today, okay? It's okay. It's okay. People are learning, okay? Who in chat is learning today? Who in chat is learning? Yes, one of these days, I will have a... Everybody is learning. Perfect. Again, We're not going to do the insanely hard boxes every day. We do more difficult boxes all the time. This does seem like it is that white whale of actually easy boxes on Hack the Box. Okay? So, this is Newbie Tuesday stuff. Keep in mind, this is the point of Newbie Tuesday. If you want to see harder stuff, come on Thursday. Cthulhu Thursday is when we're going to take on the harder stuff. Okay? But on the harder stuff, there's usually too much to explain. I'll still explain stuff, but there's too much to explain to bring a beginner all the way from not knowing anything and barely knowing what a port scan is, all the way to understanding, I don't know, resource-based constrained delegation or something like that. Like, it's like we're doing it, we're taking it a little bit easier today. We're gonna race. Let's pick random. Now we will be giving away a Hack the Box gift card for this. Procedural adventure. Let's do it. This is for a Hack the Box gift card. If you would like to play, it is free. It is free. Exclamation point play in chat. Exclamation point play in chat. Whoever wins will have the option to take a Hack the Box gift card. If they don't want a $15 Hack the Box gift card, that is totally fine. I'll just move on to the person who got second, and so on and so forth. We will also do Gamba. Who wants to do Gamba? Everyone loves Gamba, right? Some people got eviscerated on gambling on Maticus Maximus last stream. Okay. The Gamba is, will there be at least 69 nice finishers? As in, these are marbles that must finish the race. If you fall off the track, if you in any way, for whatever, or you don't finish in time, you do not count towards this. Can you show the map? No. No, I cannot show the map. I physically cannot. I don't think I can move it. I literally cannot move it, I don't think, from here. It doesn't let me move it. So, and it would ruin the Gamba to let you see the map. How many in? We have 90 players right now. 90 out of 90 players. Exclamation point play in chat. It costs you nothing. You don't need to be subscribed. This is just, I'm just giving back to the community. That is all. All right, I'll give you 10 more seconds or so. 10 more seconds or so. Get your Gambas in. Those of you who want a Gamba. All right, let's do it.
A hunter must hunt.
Some appropriate music. Does the coupons include Academy? Yes. They can be used for anything on the Hack the Box platform. All right, it begins. Oh my God, speedrunner strats. The speedrunner strats. Oh my God, I've hacked it. I'm ahead of everybody. Well, except for like Code Peak and stuff. Loka out in front, but coming up hard. Oh my God, it's a bloodbath. Oh my God, who's gonna break out of this first? Okay, it looks like Jaeger, and Loka there again, and Know Nothing, and MDS Ubuntu. And those are the ones who took the speedrunner strats and have been vying for first ever since. Jaeger looks like he has a nice lead now. Let's see if he gets through the next obstacle, okay? Ah! Fumbled that one. Jaeger fumbles the next obstacle and falls behind. Know Nothing. Oh my goodness. We do have a trap door here. How many will we lose? Will this trap door? I imagine we're going to lose some people to that trap door. Code Peak has a nice lead now. Very nice lead by Code Peak. But it's still anyone's game. Know Nothing is coming up behind him very quickly. Okay, next obstacle. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Code Peak is really handling these obstacles well. Look at that. Look at that. Almost a flawless handle of these obstacles. No nothing in Code Peak, just vying for first place here. No nothing now take. Oh my god! A bloodbath! A sudden a terrorist attack! Oh my god, I'm out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, I'm vying for third place. And there we go. I get third. MDS Ubuntu. MDS Ubuntu coming in hot. Now the question is, how many people will we lose? Oh no! Oh no, it looks like those are the finishers. How many people will finish? It looks like we may have some people that don't finish. Like that time fail. We do have some time fails. MDS Ubuntu gets the victory. Now, how many finishers did we get? Alas, 72 finishers. 72 finishers. Very close. Very close. That is, many times, 72 is more than 69, as many people in chat have noted. Yes. All right. MDS Ubuntu, talk up in chat. Speak up in chat, my friend. I assume you want your $15 Hack the Box gift card, yes? MDS Ubuntu wins a $15 Hack the Box gift card. 1 second, let me track it down. This can be used for any purchase on the Hack the Box platform. For Christmas, by the way, in about a month, I'm going to be giving away $100 Hack the Box gift cards, I believe. So look forward to that. All right. There you go. There you go. I wanted to, and yeah, it's going to be $100 gift cards because I wanted to give away the labs. I wanted to give away lab access. The problem with that is that if they don't give away lab access, instead they just give away gift cards and then people can buy lab access with them. I think. Alrighty. All right, we're back to it. We have 2 more giveaways still. We'll do 2 more giveaways as time goes on. Let's continue with the box so far. So, can we put, can we CD? Oh, looks like we, and okay, let's just run a while loop. While true, do, sudo, if config, eth1 down.
What are you doing, step bro?
Like, I'm gonna fix it. I'm fixing it. God, slave drivers in chat. I can't see the terminal for 3 nanoseconds. I'm gonna complain about it in chat. There, it's fixed. Are you happy? Let me just sudo to root. Sudo su. The quickest way, I think, to solve this problem, while true, do sudo if config eth1 down. Done. Okay. So that should bring the interface down over and over again. We should probably sleep, actually. Actually, let's do a sleep. Oh my god, I can't type. Okay. We'll do... Okay. Sleep. 5 seconds, done. Okay, so every 5 seconds, it's going to bring the interface back down. There we go. So that's the quickest way to deal with the problem. What happens when the sudo cache times out? Yeah, because I sudoed. I just sudo-sued. I'm running it as root. So, all right. That should solve the... That's a bit of a quick and dirty way of solving the fact that I believe VirtualBoxes keep continually trying to bring up my network interfaces. And I would rather it not do that. And I'm sure I could do it using the VBox client thing from inside the VM, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be looking up how to do that when I can just run a while loop really quickly. All right, so 10.10.10.152, I believe it is. Okay. Anonymous was our magic username. You put anything as a password. Let's try to put user.text. Access denied. So we can try cd public, cd documents, put user.text. We're just trying to see if we can write anywhere. Well, I'm not going to try a million things. I'm just going to assume that we're not allowed to write anywhere. I'm going to assume that we cannot write to the C drive. So we at least have that barrier. So we're kind of looking through a glass wall here. We can read the file system, but we cannot modify it or interact with it in any way. All we can do is read from it. The Almighty Neb, thanks for the first time Prime indoctrination into the cult, by the way. Thank you so much. Ghosts are spooky with the 69 nice at Tiggle Biddies and 39 Tiggle Biddies. Thank you so much. Sublime Mud Time, Jason via Twitch, Caleb Witt, Desubby, and Ivantsi. Thanks for the follows. Cthulhu Fountain to you, my friend. Alhazard, miss your glasses. Oh, you want the glasses? There you go. You got your glasses. First time, the Almighty Neb relates the first time being able to catch a stream. Love the tips and tricks you throw out on Twitter. I've missed several days on the tips and tricks. I need to get back into it. I've been really focused the last couple of days. Also, your terminal looks. Hey, thank you so much, my dude. I'm glad. I'm working on the course for you guys. I'm hoping to have it out for you by Christmas. I'm plugging away at it. It's a lot of work. I have a heavy quality. I have high standards for quality. So it just takes time. Doing all the attacks in the lab, recording all of these things. When I talk about enumerating, like for example, I did the enumeration module today. I did all the written content for the enumeration module today, and I cover how to enumerate ADCS with LDAP search, with PowerShell, with PSPKI, which is the PowerShell module for certificate authorities, with Certify, with Certipy. With PowerView, I did PowerView as well. PowerShell natively, just regular PowerShell. Like, I did it like 7 different ways. So I'm really dedicated to quality and the amount of content that I'm giving you. That was for the course. And yeah, we are doing raw LDAP queries. These are Active Directory objects, at least as it applies to enterprise CAs. So you can do raw LDAP queries to query these structures. How often do you exploit ADCS in real-life pen tests? Extremely often. It's super common these days. It's becoming an extreme catching point that a lot of pen testers are having to catch up right now because ADCS is the new hotness. And most organizations that have to have certificates for any reason are going to have a certificate authority. And if they have a certificate authority, these kinds of attacks are going to be things you're going to want to think about. Will your course help with OSCP? No, it will not help with OSCP. At this point, I don't think ADCS is present in OSCP. Really basic AD stuff on OSCP. Pro tip for all Twitter users: if you want to change your password, make sure you disable 2-factor authentication. Otherwise, it will not work. Yeah, because honestly, just don't do anything on Twitter. Because I'm pretty sure we're days away from Twitter just going down. Things are not good over there. So anyway, we can read the file system, but we can't really modify anything. So let's try to get into the mindset. What should we be looking for in the file system? How we want, obviously our goal is to elevate our access. We want to get administrative access on this target, right? So the goal is going to be to find some method of elevating our access. So what do you guys think we might be able to do? Creds, we could look for clear text credentials in the file system. One place you could commonly look for clear text credentials would be in the PowerShell console. God damn it. Let's make sure that... Okay, good. It's not up. Is in the PowerShell console history of these users. But the problem is there aren't any users other than administrator whose directory we cannot read. So... ntds.dit is the contains all of the passwords on the in an Active Directory domain, but I don't think this is an Active Directory machine. We don't have any indication that this is an Active Directory machine. The SAM file is interesting. The SAM file contains local user password hashes, right? So let's see if we can access the SAM file. That's a good idea. Let's first look in the... Let's do dir documents. Someone said to do that before, and I wondered if they were trying to give me a hint. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Let's try to look at the SAM file. The SAM file is located in Windows, CD System32, CD config. Access denied. So we cannot access the config directory where the SAM file and system file are located. Alas and alack. It doesn't look like the SAM file is going to be accessible to us. But that was a good idea. I'm sure the machine might still be in the labs, but it's been years. I don't think that it's going to be a problem. One of my OSCP machines on my actual exam had a situation very much like this, where I had FTP access to the box, but it was only user level access, and it was read only. So I was in a situation just like this. And I believe I rooted it by downloading backups of the system and SAM file that were available to me. We really should do the easy rated HacktheBox machine called Squashed. If we have time, we will do that one then. Sounds fun. So some of you already preempted this, okay? Some of you already preempted this. We've seen another service on this machine, haven't we? PRTG. PRTG Network Monitor. How about if we try to look for the configuration of this? I don't know where it's located. This is System32. Perhaps program files. Okay, CD program files. Okay. Let's see. We have WinPCAP, Windows PowerShell, Defender, VMware. All of this looks normal. Let's look in program files x86. These are where 32-bit programs are held. Now you might be like, well, Mr. Streamer, no programs are 32-bit anymore. Well, do you use Discord? Because that one is. PRTG Network Monitor. Perfect. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can evaluate the Let's see if the configuration is in here. A lot of machines, to be clear, Discord is 32-bit. But a lot of software releases a 32-bit version that is just the default one that you install. Because Windows, like all the major operating systems, can emulate 32-bit environments, even on 64-bit machines. So a lot of software companies, in an effort to make their software as compatible with as many machines as possible out of the box, will just release it in 32-bit, and then it'll run in emulated 32-bit environments on 64-bit machines. Discord is basically just a Node.js app built in Electron. And the fact that it's 32-bit probably won't be a big issue for you unless you, like me, wanted to do a DLL hijack into it at one point. If in the case if you're doing a DLL hijack, the DLL also must be 32-bit. Okay, let's see if there are any configuration files here. We're looking for like .conf, .config. There's a lot of files in here. We see Python. There's some Python in here. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm just making sure I don't miss anything. Is there any subdirectories that might be interesting? Installer archive. There's got to be a configuration file or something somewhere. Beautiful terminal theme. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I spent a not insignificant amount of time making it look nice. So, I do appreciate that. Probably in one of the 14 DIRs. I mean, it might be, or it might be we're going down a rabbit hole. Like, again, this is kind of a CTF-ism. We have software on the box that that doesn't have any reason of being there. It's not installed by default. Somebody installed it. And the box is called Netmon. So, it is, it indicates to me that the PRTG is involved somehow. Setup log, maybe? Let's try setup log. We can also look up where the configuration file is located. God damn it. I swear to God, I don't interact with it for 3 nanoseconds. And it's like, oh, you must have forgotten. Or, oh, you must not be interacting with me anymore. Can we do a dir/a? How do we reveal? Is it ls-tac-a? Is that revealing hidden files? I think ls-tac-a will reveal hidden files with the FTP client. It's like because your network interface came back up and got it. It could be. It could have been that, actually. Again, it was a really sloppy way that I've solved that problem, so it could easily have been a residual effect of that. It looks like it just happened again. The specified network name is no longer available. ls-tac-a works for an FTP. I'm pretty sure it does, yeah. Nothing really sticks out to me. PRTG configuration location. PRTG config. Where is the configuration stored? Writes data to several locations. Configuration. File format XML. Configuration.dat. Configuration.old. Okay, let's do this. Is there a way to easily spider an FTP drive? Linux spider FTP. I want to index it. I just want to see all the files. Yeah, I know where the DAT file is. What is spider? Spider means basically making an entire archive of all the files on this system, not the actual files themselves, just where each file is located. Like, it would prevent me from having to go into each of these directories separately to look for them. It'd be easy for me to search. Recursively list the content of all directories and subdirectories. Perfect. ls-tac-r. Okay, so let's do that in the users directory first. Because we did not look at all of the user directories, and there might be something there. Users, ls-tac-r, tac-a. Sure. Output to a local file, no. ls-tac-r? That is not doing ls-tac-r. That is still not doing it. I saw a file when you were listing an FTP. Did you? Well, this is again why I want to spider it. All directories and subdirectories. Without retrieving the files themselves. Okay, let's try this with wget. I'm just looking for more efficient ways rather than just browsing around this file system like an idiot. 10, 10, 10, 152. There we go. Okay, so it's doing the thing. We are spidering. This is going to take fucking ever, I think. Yeah, this is going to take too long. God damn it. It looks like we got the PRTG setup log. So this is the setup log. Does it point to a configuration file somewhere? It was a .dat file, right? Grep dat. Dat file. .dat. Yeah, nothing. No .dat files mentioned. List recursively the content of all directories and subdirectories. This is what I was hoping for. FTP, Linux, FTP client, recursive directory listing. I have never used that command. Is that even here? It is not. Is it ls-tac-r star? Is that what you're supposed to do? I tried ls-tac-r. ls-tac-r star? I don't know. Sure. Users? LS Tac. Tac A reveals hidden files. But it doesn't do recursive. I can't get it to do recursively. I'm doing okay, Gambit. Is there a program data? No, there is not. And everything else is too slow. I did dir tac R. It doesn't do it. It's really annoying when people just keep saying to do dir tac R and it doesn't work. Curl helps mount FTP to local folder. That could help. Can we mount an FTP server to a local folder? Okay. All right, let's try this. Mounting it would help, because then I could just use bash. Oh, it's already installed. Okay, how do I do it then? Okay, make sudo make directory / we're gonna make a directory to mount it at. Netmon FTP. Okay. And then okay, anonymous. I'm going to have to rewrite all of that, so it doesn't really make sense to copy and paste it, does it? Okay, curl, FTP, file system. FTP user is going to be anonymous at 10.10.10.152. I've never done this before. I'm learning on the fly. And then the place where we mounted it. Or the place where we created that directory. So we're going to basically make a connection between our file system and the FTP server so that we can browse it as if it's a part of our own file system. So we can cd/mount netmon FTP. Okay. And there we go. So now we can browse this. And does everyone see how that works? So we've now mounted it, so we don't have to do the FTP client anymore. So we basically told Linux, hey, we have a new file system that we want to connect our file system to. And then we use this software, this curl FTPFS, to connect our file system at this folder, at /mount. It doesn't have to be in /mount. That's just a pre-built place for this to happen. This should make it easier for us to search through here, because now we can do ls. We can just do tree at this point. Let's go into users and let's just do tree. So tree will automatically recursively build an entire directory structure for us, and we can see exactly what we're dealing with here. Can we now check the admin folder? No, we have the same permissions as we had before. We do not have any additional permissions. We're looking to see if we get any crazy files in here. We notice it is still taking quite a while. So we might just pare this down a little bit because the app data folder always has a million fucking things in it. Okay. So we can, like, if we try to access administrator. Yeah, we get an error. Because we don't have the appropriate permissions to access that directory. But if we want to access, like, for example, all users here. Let's just do these one at a time. Because tree is going to take forever. There is still a bit of a lag to it, but it is quicker. Like if we do lstagn in here. We cannot read all users either. We can read default. Let's make sure we do lstagla because Windows likes to hide important directories from us. Okay. So we get some stuff here. Like I want to run... we can just try a few of these. Like the problem is this stupid app data folder. It has so much fucking crap in it that it's going to take 40 minutes if I try to run tree again. lstagla desktop. Nothing. How do you unmount? Yeah, you can just unmount it, I assume. Can I unmount? I guess I'm going to have to look it up. So when I want to unmount it, I'll have to look it up. But they said I could unmount it, so presumably that'll work. lstagla documents. Stupid app data folder. Nothing. All right, we're still looking. Default user. Let's try tree default user. Okay, we can't access that. And then tree public. See if there's anything in there. Okay, nothing in there. Let's go back to the PRTG. Yeah, FTP is still quite slow. So we are still, like, hindered by... This is as fast as I guess we could possibly go. Windows has big file systems. There's lots of stuff to look at. Why can't I list the contents? I can't list the contents of this directory? Why? There is no... Oh, there is a program data. I didn't even notice that. I thought that there wasn't one. I thought I looked for one and there wasn't one. Let's look there then. I don't see anything related to... Oh, Paisler. That's the... Okay. I bet you this is where we'll find it. Okay, CD PRTG network monitor. And we can't read that directory. Son of a bitch. So we can't... Like, so we seem to be having some issues reading some of these directories. It's a hidden folder? Well, we should be able to see hidden folders. In here? I'm running lstack.la everywhere. And for whatever reason, I can't access program files x86. I think it was just called this, wasn't it? For whatever reason, program files won't let me access this directory. No such file. For some reason, I can't access program files. Yeah, fuck. Hey, this is frustrating. Okay, FTP. You said it's a fucking hidden directory? Great. Okay, dir. Well, for some reason we can't access. Oh, that's why we didn't see program data before, because it's a hidden directory. I understand. Okay. Let's see if we can access this now. For some reason, our mounted FTP does not let us see the program files directory, which is the one directory we need to see, probably. It fucking figures, dude. Why can I not see? I go through all of that. I go through all of that stupid garbage. All of that stupid garbage to mount it to the fucking local file system. And then for some reason, it just won't let us see the fucking directory. The one directory we needed to see this whole fucking time. I hate my life. Why do I do this? The $9 is not enough, okay? Not the $9 is not enough. Let's get all this shit. I don't know which one is going to probably be useful to us. These two appear to be the same. But this one might be different. Shut up!
Bro?
Mr. Robot, shut up! No one cares what you think!
What are you doing, step bro?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not upset. I'm not upset, okay? We got our configuration. Listen, why would we be upset? Is it old.back seems juicier to me.
What are you doing, step bro?
I am trying to hack for you. Are you not entertained? Why do you have that as an option? What do you mean, why do I have that?
What are you doing,
I think it's pretty
step bro?
I think it's fairly self-explanatory why I would have that as an option. For the $9, okay? Okay, are there credentials in here? There better fucking be credentials in here. I'm gonna be super pissy if there are no credentials in here. I'm tired of looking through. Wait, I saw a password. Yes! Yes! This is what we are talking about!
A fine addition to my collection.
That's a very fine addition to our collection. Okay? A very nice, fine addition to our collection. Very, very nice. Okay, clear text credentials is what we were looking for, apparently. Is there anything else in here? Oh, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, Step Bro is totally, all of a sudden, chat is not wondering what Step Bro is up to, because now all of a sudden his genius makes sense to them. His eldritch dark magic suddenly.
What are you doing,
Shut up!
Step Bro?
That wasn't an invitation for more. What are you doing, Step Bro? Okay, there's a lot of shit in here. Okay, let's just see if these credentials work before I start browsing through the rest of this.
Hey, listen.
What were the credentials again? I saw the credentials. Okay, here they are. You missed the mold? I've been molding this whole time, okay? You've gotten plenty of molding.
What are you doing?
Shut up!
Bro?
I'm gonna mold to the whole stream. Like, obviously, Shadow is a cuck. We know this. Okay? Shadow.
What are you doing?
Shadow
bro?
is a name that seems like it was written by a cuck. Or at least it was written by somebody who was lobotomized in the middle of writing it. Okay, first of all. But the rest of chat is also in the same category. Fucking chat. Okay, so we can probably log into this thing now. Let's try logging into this. PRTG admin. Okay, let's see if we can log in. These credentials better work. Motherfucker. Are you kidding me? Okay, hang on. These credentials have to work. I don't want to look through this fucking FTP shit anymore, dude. I don't want to do it. Stop! Step bro is just a little stuck in the
Mr. Streamer, sometimes when you mount stuff you might not be able to see it and have to do chownar or chmod ownership to actually see the files / directory. Not sure if that's the case, but wonder if that's the issue of why you were unable to see the directory, which would be Pepper's sad.
That would be Peepo sad. God damn it. What are these for then? Let's see if we can authenticate directly to the machine. What the fuck are these credentials for then, if not to authenticate to this service? I hate my life. Okay, PRTG admin. Is that even a user? I can't even tell. I don't even know if that's a user on the machine. It said database. It could just, yeah, maybe it's for the database and not the front end, but it seemed like is a directory. So there's a directory in here. What is this? Where did this come from? Did FTP make this? Oh, this was the wget debacle. Okay, the wget debacle. Okay, crackmap exec is confused because, yeah, there you go.
Can't let you do that, Starbuck.
Then what are these credentials good for? What is the point? Can we access the database somehow if these are database credentials? Tried them on the login page. We tried them in the database. Is this an OSCP level box? This seems relatively OSCP level. Yes, I would say. FTP creds has a little bit more perms than Anon. There was the other configuration file. Let's try that. It just seemed like that credential seemed very purposefully put there. See, there is no DB password here. All right, let's see if is there a DB? No. No credentials. At least not in the same place as in the other file. I know there's a way I could easily grep for the word password and then show the lines above and below that, but I'm too lazy to look that up. I know there's a way to do it with grep, but I'm too lazy. No, tell you what. What else are we doing with this box anyways? Let's just look it up. grep show lines before and after. There's an option with grep to do this. Show you the lines before. Is it tac capital B and tac capital A? So we can do like grep tac capital B 5, tac capital A 5, tac I to ignore case, password, and then prtg configuration.dat. Okay. So this will show all iterations of the word password and 5 lines before and after they appear. Grep tac D's nuts. Hashtag got 'em. Grep tac D's nuts. There just doesn't seem to be anything in here. But what about the other one? Was that the only password in the other one? That password is in there for some reason. It's in there. It's got to be in there for some reason. We can pipe this into less. See, look. It even has a comment. This is a comment. This has to be here for a reason. That's got to be something. But it doesn't work on either of the two places it needs to work. Oh. You know what it might be? Motherfucker, if it's that, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so fucking mad. You motherfucker. Why?
What are you doing, step bro?
Why? If you're wondering what sorcery I just did,
A hunter must hunt.
AL4Z Draco.
Cheez-Its! This actually is... Okay. This actually is fairly realistic. This actually is fairly realistic. This is not an unrealistic thing to happen. I mean, users do this shit all the time. Yeah, what the F, David Blaine? What the F, David Blaine? Clam security! I just got in! Look! Look! We're in here! Are you happy? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Your mom was sure entertained by me last night. It was the year. I changed the year from 2018 to 2019. God damn it. Okay. At least we're in now, okay?
Hackerman.
I'm in. We did it, boys. All right, let's do another giveaway. I need to vent. Let's do another giveaway. All right. Exclamation point play in chat. Again, another free giveaway. You don't need to be subscribed. None of this madness. You just exclamation point play. This is just my it's just me saying thank you to all of you for watching the stream, for learning and malding with us. Exclamation point play in the chat. The winner receives a Hack the Box gift card for $15. $15 Hack the Box gift card. I only play for Gamba. Okay, what's the Gamba? Okay. Okay. This time the Gamba is... Will me or Tiberius finish closer to number 69? Nice. So, whichever one of us is closer to 69th place is the winner. Or at least that's just the Gamba we're doing. The winner of the race gets the gift card. The winner of the race gets the gift card. The Gamba is on whether or not I will finish closer to 69th place or Tibbs will finish closer. All right, if you want to play, exclamation point play in the chat. What if neither of you finish? It's whoever finishes closer to 69th. You're still ranked. You're still ranked, even if you don't finish. Whoever is closer to 69th on the final list at the end of the race. The winner receives a Hack the Box gift card. All right. What if you tie? First of all, Aorus, what if you tie? You go fuck yourself. That's what happens if you tie, Aorus. Fucking Aorus. God damn it. This guy every single day in chat. I swear to God. And now that Aorus has said it, he's put the evil on it, and it's gonna happen now. Like, Tibbs will finish 68th, and I'll finish 70th. Now it's gonna happen for sure. If the listen, Aorus, if the quarter lands on its side, I'll just choose who wins arbitrarily. Is that what you wanted? Is this the outcome you wanted? If we flip the coin and the coin lands on its edge, or we'll flip a coin. We could also do that, or roll a dice. Okay, we're starting. Okay. Oh shit! Quick. There we go. It begins. It begins again. The ancient Romans had gladiators. Today, much like the gladiators, we have marbles. Even more exciting than the gladiators, we have marbles. And exciting and bloodthirsty. Ah, the camera is in the way again. I see the camera is in the way again. Let me fix it. There we go. Xialin is way out ahead, but Ichibod is hankering for that first place spot. Alrighty. Wait, where did Xialin go? Okay, Zion is still way far ahead. Way far ahead. He's beating ass right now. Zion is beating ass, as he is wont to do. Okay? But let's see. Let's see if he can handle this obstacle. This obstacle notoriously has been a bugaboo. Oh! A little hiccup there, but he doesn't lose very much speed. Zion is coming in hot. It does look like there isn't too many opportunities to DNF here. Zion, again, coming in really hot here for the final obstacle, way out ahead. No one is even challenging him. He wants that gift card. Zion wants that gift card. He goes right down in it. Zion was a shoo-in for the victory there. Absolutely ass blasting the rest of the field. Alrighty. Let's see the results of the Gamba, which is what everyone wants to really know. More important than Hack the Box monies are brain wrinkles, as we know. Oh my god. Could you people find a hole? Okay, we have some people who are lost and unable to figure out where they're supposed to go. Oh wait, one of them did figure it out. But Hi Cat PL at Gen 0. We expect this from Gen Z, honestly. This is a classic Gen Z marble, okay? There's no TikTok, okay? Hi Cat is having even a harder time. Also must be a Gen Zer. There we go. We did it. Okay. Tiberius finished 12th, and I finished 21st, which means that I am closer to nice. All right. I am closer to nice. So the prediction result is me. All right. Zion, speak up in chat. I assume you want your Hack the Box gift card? Excellent. Excellent, Zion. 1 second. Let me get that for you. Good for any amount of molding on Hack the Box. Okay. Here you go. And let me send you the link as well, because some people sometimes message me because they don't know where to redeem it. You redeem it there. All right. Congratulations, Zion. Congratulations. Who finished 69th? Good question. Good question. Pimp 1. Pimple was the saint to finish in 69th. Nice. All right. We have one more giveaway going on. But let's just see if we can root this box first. We're going to root this box first, and then we'll do the final giveaway. All right, so we have access to this. I'm assuming there's going to be some way to execute commands. Setup. Is there some way? Usually, if you could get into system administration, monitoring. Usually, if you can get into the admin console of a web app like this or a monitoring app, there's going to be some way of executing commands. Notification delivery. SMS delivery, user interface. Administrative tools. Configuration snapshot. Restart all probes. I don't see anything. Alarms, maybe? Ping. Can we modify this? Can we modify... Can we create a new one, perhaps? I'm just trying to see if there's any way to execute commands. But this won't do anything for me. This just sends a GET request. PR, what was the version of this again? We can just take a quick Google to see if Google knows. PRTG Network Monitor. guess, exploit. Execute code. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We'd love to see that. RCE? Execute code. A web server component in 19.2 to P. We don't have that version. It's an older version. Allows a remote authenticated attacker. This, which version is this? Before 18.344. It is before 18.344. MSEC, thanks for the raid, by the way. Technique with the 22 months. Oh my god, 22 months. That is insane. Thank you so much, Technique. Oreo Bite with the 69. Nice, Teagle Biddies. Thank you so much. MSEC, thanks again for the raid, my friend. Appreciate it. Welcome in indeed. So this looks super juicy, this 9.0 down here. Before 8.3.44, judging from our version, to execute an authenticated attacker, we do have credentials. To execute arbitrary code and OS commands with system privileges. That looks super spicy. When creating an HTTP advanced sensor, I was just trying to do that, actually. Just purely by coincidence, I think. The user's input in the post parameter proxy port is mishandled. The attacker can craft an HTTP request and override the write result command line parameter for HTTP advanced sensor.exe to store arbitrary data in an arbitrary place in the file system. For this example, the attacker can create an executable file in the custom sensors exe directory. This has a CVE number. Let's just look up the CVE. Oh, my fucking camera. One of these days, I will make a separate scene in OBS for marbles. I was going to look up the CVE. Let's look up the CVE, see if there's any more specific, or if I just need to catch it in burp. CVE. Okay. HTTP advanced. Oh, I was just doing HTTP. Okay, so we're catching a proxy. Catching it with a proxy. They're going into how they found the vulnerability. It's a C#.NET program, so you can easily decompile it. HTTP advanced sensor. I cryptically drafted a proof of concept. So we do have a Python-based proof of concept here. Okay, so it looks like so it sends 2 post requests, adding HTTP advanced sensor. So which parameters are actually vulnerable? When creating an HTTP advanced sensor, the user's input in post parameter proxy port is mishandled. The attacker can craft an HTTP request and override the write result command line parameter for HTTP advanced sensor.exe to store arbitrary data in an arbitrary place in the file system. For example, the attacker can create an executable file and then execute it by creating exe script sensor. Okay. We're looking it up. We're looking at. I'm trying to figure out how it's exploited. So these are all just arguments. The URL that the remote host will download and execute. Got username and password. It logs in. And then it has this SMB path and write result. Okay, so the proxy port this is just command injection. This is just command injection. So what happens when you create an HTTP advanced sensor? When you create an HTTP advanced sensor, it's executing an actual executable. Oh my god, StarCraft, please. No. It's executing an actual executable on the command line called http advanced sensor.exe, which allows you to add arbitrary, and now you're adding arbitrary command line parameters. Okay. Let's just see if we can use this. This is Newbie Tuesday, so I think using this proof of concept should be fine here. As long as we know what it does. Okay. Python 3, CVE. If this is Python 2, I'm going to puke. Okay, it's not. Good. Attack U, PRTG admin. And the password. There's another RCE and notifications that might be easier. We'll try this one first, and if this doesn't work for some reason, and then target and file URL. The target is just going to be 10.10.10.152, and the file URL is the URL we're going to pull down from. Let's see how he was using it. Target and then the file URL. Payload.txt. This looks like just a usual a bat. It looks like just a bat file. Vim Cthulhu.bat. We can do ping 10.10.14.30. We're just going to have it ping us. And then we'll host it. We'll host it on a web server. And then we'll have TCP dump listen for pings. So we're going to see if we can get the box to ping us. And if it does ping us, we should see pings happen down here. Okay, so we can do http://10.10.14.30 Cthulhu.bat. No scheme supplied. So it looks like this might be out of no scheme supplied. Oh, the scheme being the target needs to be HTTP. Yeah. Yeah, chat saw it before I did. Okay, 60 seconds for execution. Let's see if we did not. Nothing came to get us. Nothing came to get it. It said 60 seconds, so we'll give it a minute. Password is wrong? Is it? Oh, it is wrong. You're right. You are absolutely right. Thank you. Let me just copy and paste it from... Okay, did we get a callback here? We did not get a callback, but it said 60 seconds. So let's give it a second, I suppose. Let's give it 60 seconds to see if we get... I think it should browse to our... the URL where the payload is going to be downloaded from. And this just seems like a standard bat file. Suspenseful music plays. Yeah, that's God of War for you. I'm waiting to see if this gets underlined, it would mean that we got new input at that pane. I'm waiting to see if that happens. Has it been 60 seconds? I should have run date. Check if you can find the new sensor and admin panel. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything is happening. It does not seem like it works. What was the one? You said there was one in notifications? HTTP transact. Is it this one? Attacker who had before 18.2.39. This is 18.2.39. What version do we have? It may not be that version may not work for some reason. It was just the first one I saw. What was the version again? 18 point. Okay. Okay. It is before that. We have another option. Okay. CVE 2018-9276. Command injection vulnerability. That might be a little bit more straightforward. I think someone mentioned that one. Someone mentioned another vulnerability in notifications. The new sensor. We can... Lost connection. It could have also been my stupid networking issues. That could have also been playing in here. I doubt it, but...
A hunter must
No, I don't see a new sensor. It looks like... And maybe the HTTP requests were malformed or something like that. It says 2 new alarms. Where? Right here? Oh, right here. File not found. So it looks like we may have put in the parameters incorrectly, perhaps? File not found. This is the exploit to actually execute the vulnerability. Is there a first stage? There should be a first stage. There's two stages. You have to put in two sensors. The first sensor writes a file to disk, and the second one executes it. Let's look at the proof of concept again. So this one is named CVE second stage. Is there a name on this one? Name CVE 2018-1904. Maybe this one is not being created correctly. Let's check. Yeah. So the first one does not exist. So what's going wrong with this exploit is that the first one is not being made. There's something wrong with this post request. There's something wrong with this post request that keeps it from working. Before we dig into this, it's possible it just may not work with this particular version. Let's try the new one. See the one that we didn't try before. The notification one. Someone else said that. CVE 9276. Authenticated command injection. This is a proof of concept. Is it a Metasploit module as well? Yeah, it looks like there is a Metasploit module for it now. Let's take a look at it. Man, it's using HTTP client. What? Okay. Why not just use requests? But okay. It's logging in. Prepare the file. So, creating an output file required for injection. God damn it, locked up on me. My VM locked up on me again. Firefox likes to lock up my VM every so often. I don't know why. Jonas, thanks for the 5 months, my friend. Welcome back to the All Has Red team. Come on, dude. There we go. Prepare command. Is there some way I can do this manually? Is this an exploit I could potentially do manually with burp? Because that's more interesting than just running a script. Is there an explanation of it somewhere? This is an improved version of the exploit written by the other person. No, this is a different person. So how does this work? Can exploit both by sending malformed parameters in sensor or notification management scenarios. Man, Squash was just rooted and it was a challenge for an easy box. I had to look up the write-up, but I learned something new. As long as you learn something new, that's the important part. Notifications? When sensor state is down, perform. There's no... I wish I had a better explanation of this. We're sending malformed parameters in sensor or notification management scenarios. But what does that mean in a practical sense? We could just use the Metasploit module. That would make Business Daddy happy. Push notification to add... Oh, there's a whole second... Okay, wait a minute. When sensor state is down for at least 600 seconds... No, we'll just make a new one. State trigger. When sensor state is down for at least, I guess, 5 seconds. Perform push notification to admin. Just do 1 minute, I guess. So, okay. Push notification to admin. Execute. Perfect. Execute program. Okay. So, is there a command injection in here? Hang on a sec. Blog? Is there a blog post or something on it? Looks like I just clicked on it, Metakin. Thank you. I'm trying to do it manually. There are scripts and there's a Metasploit module that'll do it, but if I can do it manually, I think that teaches you guys a little bit better. Okay. Execute. Okay, we're in the right place. Did not have any available programs to run outside of 2 demo scripts. This is a security feature. Requires any executables or scripts using notification to be uploaded to a specific directory on the server. There are no methods in the web application that can be used to upload a script or executable to use as a notification. There is with that other vulnerability, but... Demo scripts were vulnerable to command injection that I would start with elevated access on the server. I then reviewed the demo bash script. And there's a bash script and a PowerShell script. The arguments supplied in the parameter field of the notifications configuration is passed directly into the PowerShell script without any sanitization, resulting in the ability to inject any other PowerShell code. I was hopeful that the application did not modify the input in any way. Okay, so you can just put in a... You can literally just put in a semicolon. So it has to be... I discovered the configuration.dat file. Decided to begin testing out if anything was encoded on my test server. So he's looking to see... He's testing out all these bad characters to see if any of them are encoded. Entering the following value into the parameter field of a new notification. Yeah, those look fine. Some characters were encoded, but many useful characters were not. So some of them get HTML encoded. I now had... Okay, so... And then running the notification would result in creation of a local account on the host. Okay, so there is So he does it. I thought he said it was. He's doing it to bat here, to the bat file here. But he says up here that he does it to the PowerShell script. I'm going to assume it's the PowerShell one. We could try pinging ourselves first. PowerShell script. And then where does he put it? It goes right here. It gets piped. He does a pipe. Okay. Just a pretty straightforward remote command injection. So you can just do test.txt ping 10 10 14 30. Save. Okay. Can I execute it? Did it ping? It did ping! Okay, it pinged us. We did it. Good work, team. It's pinging us. So we have successfully... How do I change it again now? Okay, now we can just add a user. So net user Alhazred Cthulhu 123. This can be anything, but it has to conform to the password policy on the box. Cthulhu 123 should be fine. Add net local group administrators. Alhazred add. Okay. Yep, the first stage doesn't get added. That's what the problem with the other one is. There's something wrong with the post request. All right, well, if that worked... And there we go. So we can authenticate. So this notification was executed. This notification was executed. And we added ourselves to the local administrators group. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, friends? And you can use, we can just use impact wmi-exec. None of that. It's going to have to be Alhazred at 10 10 10 152 Cthulhu 123. There we go. Dir. All right, CD users. CD administrator. You could have done this with crackmap exec as well. I just chose to use WMI exec. CD desktop. Dir. Type root.txt. And there we go. Any questions about any of that? We're going to do one more giveaway. One more giveaway. I'll give you guys a chance to ask questions if you have questions. Have a good night. Hey, thanks for being here, Binary Infarct. Any questions before we do one last giveaway? And more importantly, Gamba. Anything? Tell you what, we'll prepare for the... Okay. All right, exclamation point play in the chat. Exclamation point play. Final Gamba. This is we do giveaways on this channel all the time, but this is the last giveaway we're doing for this day in particular. Exclamation point plays in the chat, please. It's completely free, You don't need to be subscribed or anything like that. I'm just giving back to you guys. Jonas and Night of Dark with the Jonas with the 5 months. Welcome back, my friend. And Night of Dark with the 13 months. Welcome back to the All Has Red team, my friend. Thanks for supporting the stream. Exclamation point play. Let's figure out what Gamba we want to do. What shall be our Gamba? Is Maticus Maximus in here again? Do we want to go double or nothing on Maticus Max? Well, it's not really double or nothing, but we want to go in on Maticus Maximus again. Is he not here? No Maticus. Oh. Oh, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Who will be last place? I don't like to put it all on one person. Let's see. Let's see. Who do we want to Gamba? Chad. Chad is a friend. Tell you what. Let's just do a Gamba on Chad. All right. Just like with Maticus last night, will Chad be top 5? Will Chad be top 5? Indeed, Aorus. The Giga Chad emotes. Chad is a Giga Chad. That is why his name is Chad. Man, I came in clutch Sunday. You did come in clutch on Sunday. Can Chad match your finish? The winner will get a Hack the Box. We'll get the winner will get a Hack the Box gift card. Sorry, MDS Ubuntu, you sent me a hang on, responding to some DMs. Messed up my initial Gamba. I see just about the same odds as I saw on Maticus Maximus last night. Exclamation point play in the chat if you'd like to play for a Hack the Box gift card. The Gamba is just for funsies because people like Gambas. All in on Doubt. Please don't bankrupt me. Hey, Aorus is getting fisted if if Chad comes in top 5. Troublesome Lou, thanks for the follow. Cthulhu fought into you, my friend. All right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It begins once more. Oh my god. We have to get Mute City. Okay. It begins again. Wait, I can't move. Okay, now I can move. Oh my god! Holy shit, this is an interesting map. Oh my god, Frenzy! Going for the speedrun strats! Oh my god, is anyone gonna make the jump? No one. Gen Zero. Gen Zero has figured out. He thinks TikTok is in this direction. He's coming in. Gen Z. Gen Zero looking to make up for his poor showing in previous runs. We don't know where Chad is. Things are coming in hot, in fast and furious here. Can't see? Okay, fuck. One of these times I am gonna make a scene for this. There. Alright. Gen Zero coming in with a vengeance. He wants to be a TikToker. He wants to be a social media influencer. Oh my god. He and EtsySec are just neck and neck. Neck and neck coming into the final stretch. Who will make it first? MDS Ubuntu flings himself to his death. EtsySec. EtsySec gets the win this time. And it doesn't look like Chad made it into the top 5. It does not look like Chad made it into the top 5. I don't know where Chad ended up. He may have died. It is a bloodbath. That was a knockdown, drag out fight right there. All right. Got the stragglers coming in. Zion, after his excellent showing in the previous race, just taking his time with this one, doing a victory lap. But is he... Well, he is definitely going to finish. He's got another minute. All right. He's taking a victory lap. Zion. There it is. There it is. EtsySec. Give it to number 69. EtsySec has spoken. Unfortunately, we don't have 69 finishers. We do not have 69 finishers. So why don't we give it to Gen Zero? Gen Zero. Put your $15 Hack the Box gift card towards becoming a TikTok influencer. Gen Zero, are you in chat? Gen Zero MC. Where are you at, my dude? Yep, there he is. Gen X. Okay, Gen X. I had assumed that you were just being cute with the Gen Zero. Fine, Gen X, not a TikToker then. Instead, put your $15 Hack the Box gift card towards alleviating your back pain. Okay. Back pain and antidepressants. That's what this will pay for. Okay. Thanks, it's pretty bad back pain. I feel it. I feel it. Okay. All right, there you go. Oh, shit. There's a slash at the end. And I'll tell you where to redeem it, because sometimes people get confused. Hack the Box's, if you can believe it, Hack the Box's website kind of majorly sucks ass. So the interface is not great. Okay. Alrighty. Let's move back into the appropriate position. I do need to make a scene for marbles. I didn't intend marbles to even be a big part of the stream, but people love it, so I keep doing it. It's good for giveaways, that's for sure. It makes giveaways a lot more interesting than just Nightbot. I will say that for marbles. That's for sure. People love to watch races rather than just do Nightbot giveaways. Do we still do Stream Raiders? I can't do both Stream Raiders and marbles. Right now, it seems like people prefer marbles. If I'm wrong about that, feel free to chime up in the chat and let me know. All right. All right, all done for today. We did our giveaways. We hacked our box. We got our brain wrinkles. Does anyone... Tibbs does it? Tibbs also has, like, a wheel and all kinds of shit. I like to keep the focus on the hacking. But Tibbs does do a lot of stuff. Perhaps if people like the wheel, perhaps we'll do the wheel at some point. Can I have consolation prize of yelling at me? I don't yell at people for free, Bruta Lenka. I'll have you know. Okay. There is a Cthulhu event in Stream Raiders. Wait, right now? Wait a minute. This whole time? Is there a Cthulhu event in Stream Raiders right now? The Wheel of Cthulhu. It will not be called the Wheel of Cthulhu. That is dumb. I'm going to have to update it. Does anybody have any questions about what we covered today? It was Newbie Tuesday. We did get some stuff. We did I think that box was fairly reasonable for beginners. I think that was a totally reasonable, very OSCP-like box. That box is very similar to the kind of stuff you would possibly see on OSCP. So that's a really good one for preparing for the OSCP if that's your goal. Any questions about any of that? All good? Thanks for the stream. Good. I think in general it was all fairly straightforward. We can go ahead and unmount. I'm unmounting that FTP directory before I forget about it. Okay, we unmounted it. There we go. Have a great Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming on Thanksgiving. My family is trying to decide if they want to do like a Skype thing. I don't know what they're going to be doing. I'm not going home for Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to go home in a few weeks for Christmas. Thoughts on HacktheBox's new CPTS certification? There's nothing wrong with having a new certification in the mix, certainly, but I haven't taken the certification to know if it's any good or not. Not Skype. Not Skype. I meant like FaceTime or, you know, something that people usually do. Oh, I have to redeem the Gamba. The Gamba result was no. There you go. Oh my god! There is a Cthulhu event! Nobody told me! This whole time, there's a Cthulhu event. This whole time! And no one in chat told me that Stream Raiders was doing a Cthulhu event. No one thought to pertinent to mention that. God damn it. It's in Stream Raiders. Like, so if you go to load up Stream Raiders, I feel like I told you, and as usual, you didn't read my message. Okay, passive aggression is not the way to get that to happen. By the way. Passive aggression is not the way. Damn it. All the cool skins and everything. Frick. Okay, they're not really all that cool. Okay, never mind. I mean, it's a cool event, but they don't. There's no like Cthulhu skins or anything. All right. Any last questions, chat? Who are we raiding, by the way? We didn't even look at raids. Who are we raiding? Is it going to be Amaranth again? It was Amaranth one time for funsies. It's not going to be Amaranth again. Who will we be raiding, though? Adriana Chechik is playing God of War. But no, let's do someone who's in. We could raid Dino Dan again. We raided Amaranth one time, and then everybody just for funsies. I thought it'd be funny. Did you receive your Flipper Zero? Yes. But I need a micro SD card. I need to go out and get a micro SD card, or I can't even upgrade the firmware. So it's kind of just sitting on my it's kind of just sitting in the other room, because I can't do anything with it until I have my micro SD card to put into it. Yeah, it looks like we're doing Dino Dan again, kids. Central Park Lucy. I'm not rating is this person Central Park Lucy? That's not even a person. That's not a person. We'll raid Dino Dan. Alrighty. Raiding Dino Dan. Thank you guys so much for being here as always. We may or may not be streaming on Thursday, unless I can, we'll see what's going to happen on Thursday. We'll find out. Regardless, plugging away on the, later on this week, you can look forward to, Patreon subscribers can look forward to a little teaser, of my stream, or, of my course, of my upcoming course on Active Directory certificate services. So there'll be a little bit of written, a little bit of video. You'll get some stuff. You'll get some stuff. Later on this week. Yes. When is OnlyFans going live? As soon as you make it. As soon as you make an OnlyFans, you in fact can start making content for that OnlyFans. So you just send me that link, Mr. Robot. Onlyfans.com/Mr. Robot. And you let me know. Update the I will update the Necronomicon as well. Yeah. Thank you guys so much again for being here. Go to bed tonight knowing a little bit more than you did yesterday. See you guys again when the stars are right. Send Dino Dan my love. Stay safe. Happy holidays. Love all of you guys.